traction of putting people from all walks of life in very different backgrounds and different souls to create this new thing. And I think that's what helped me as an artist evolve, is to be open-minded and to always have this interest in authentic human beings that have their own thing going on. So, and learning from them and just having this melting pot of art. So that's, yeah, that's what's kind of naturally been my driving force, I guess.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I like the way your story plays out because it's just, again, it's so different. It's like it's as obscure as the music it sounds like you make. Just quick side note, shout out Davy Man 418 for the follow. Appreciate that.
Word
I
up,
see
Davey
I see
Man
it.
produced 2 songs on Step.
Yo, big up. That's fucking great. That album is ridiculous. So since I liked all of the songs, I definitely like Davy Man's production. And I don't say that hyperbolically. I really fuck with art that is just sonically in line with what music's supposed to be, in my opinion, which is a big topic, but like also does something kind of cool with it. Like just the way you deliver Imagine, just everything about that song is pretty distinct. You got like a vocal range you're not expecting, especially coming off the last project. Like you look at the way it's all just put together, the way you just create this whole thing, but it also just doubles down on the part where you don't give a fuck what I think, because what's more important is what you imagine. I'm
Yeah,
like, yeah, that sounds like some real artist shit. Like, fuck you, listen to my trends, they know better shit, and I liked it a lot. I liked
yeah,
it, I really did. But then it just progresses into just like every song is this unique experience that sounds unlike the other songs, either in topic or sound. And that is truly special in music. Not I don't find many people can really do that. Like I don't think I can do that kind of thing. That's like one of those things where I'm like, nah, I'm pretty redundant. I know that. I'm fine with that. Not always, but like the way you come at it so different. It's like fuck me, man. Like that's tapping into shit. Like I don't even know where you were coming up with it. But it's not just like the rapping part. It's the songwriting. How
yeah.
do you make a song about junk food just to satirize drugs? You know, like that's so nifty to me. Like that's it
uh,
sticks.
I want to take a little moment right now before I go on to something else. You talked about Imagine. That producer is called Malcolm Ivrin. He produced Imagine, and he produced Single on the Step, and is a great, talented person. And he's First Nations. I want to take a little moment to give my condolences and peace and love and respect to First Nations. And my man Malcolm that did 2 songs on that album, Step, and Willie Scandals also. It's a good supporter and a friend that's been helping me a
Yo,
lot with
Willie
my
Scandals
my
is the
music.
homie.
So yeah, I just wanted to take that little moment to acknowledge that too. Yeah, I mean, music for me, yeah, it's like at that point, like I said, so 2011, we're doing this fucking hippie shit, and it's super fun and trippy, and it's kind of very cleansing and cool. And then again, we're all these different, very different minds and going in different directions. Basically, the album just takes forever, man. And I have a lot of stuff to express, and I have really at that point in my this is 2012. I've been 12 years doing my original music with four free bands. Yeah, I had kind of dabbled in solo stuff. I kind of know what I want to express and what I want to do at that point. So I go to a studio in 2012 to the producer, some guy I know through another friend for years, and I did not know him. I knew the friends of ours, and his name is Alex Blaine, and he had this his first studio. Came out of school. He was a bass player, a sick bass player. All the Lucky Lex stuff, it's his bass. And aside from Step, my last album that has multiple producers, all my solo stuff is all produced and recorded and mixed by Alex Blaine. So I go to this guy's studio, and he's this amazing kind of alien, really creative, energetic, crazy producer.
Where's
And I
his
have a great,
studio?
huh?
Where is his studio?
There's no video. It's just
No, I said where is his studio? Like
oh, at
where
that
is it?
point, Villeray. He was like in he was like in the basement of his apartment, like a half dirt basement. Bought a board and some stuff, and it's his first studio. and now it's like he's in his fourth studio. Now his studio is in Hochelaga, and we share it with he shares it with DJ Horg, which is a pretty important DJ and producer of the francophone scene. He's the he's the guy. You know, he has a very long career. So now it's a nice studio. But in those days it was a shitty studio. But this guy is fucking awesome, and I do like my first song was Luck You on the Keep on the Line, and I do that song, and then I do My Solution. So I'm expressing that stuff, and I had written those songs, and I could not put them into the band, the hippie stuff, and didn't work out. The hippie stuff's not going anywhere as far as the album's supposed to be out. So I kind of say to the guys, like, it's sad, but like, I know where I want to go. I have stuff to do, and I want to be productive, and I want my music to be on all platforms and distributed, and I want to produce the most I've ever produced in my life. You know, I'm in my 30s now at this point. It's 2012, and I'm like, I have to be in control of my fucking music because I want my music to be heard. I cannot lose my time anymore compromising with people. Sorry, guys, you know. So I break up that band. And then since then, I've been solo. So then I've been working with Alex Blaine. So basically what happens is Alex, to this day, aside, let's say, the last project that I had other producer, but in general, Alex Blaine will compose a shitload of music, just beats. Sometimes he'll put live guitar, live this, live that, but it's kind of like, you know, like a basic, just a platform for beats, basic beats. And then he'll send me his ideas, and then I'll kind of pick and choose, and I'll start writing on the music, and then I'll go back and forth with him to help arrange. Okay, this is cool. Let's put a horn section. Oh, let's put some Latin percussions on this. Oh, let's put some scratch from DJ Horde. And that's how I've been working. So now with my resources, my musicians that I've had in my past, and all his family that he brought, which is the Blex Experience, is our collective. We released some stuff on that name also, Blex Experience. So now that's my crew, you know, and that's how I've been working. So I'm now a solo artist since 2012, and I've never produced as much music that is actually accessible on all platforms that anyone could buy or stream for free, and sometimes free downloads, you know, and that was important for me at that point. It was like, I want to be heard, man. It's not like I want to be popular. I want the stuff to be out, man, on those big platforms. I want people to be able to hear it and like to be in control, man. Okay, I'm writing a song, I'm writing an album, and in the 6 months it's going to be out. So yeah, so for the last fucking, it's going to come up to 10 years soon. So 2012 I started going solo, but still that with one producer that is my partner in crime, but still a family of musicians. So that's the progression now, and this is Lucky Lex. This is solo.
Yeah. So how did, but like, so when you got into that like first project, you just kind of, was there like concepts behind it or anything, like, or was it just kind of an assortment of songs that you put together? And then when it comes out, how do you actually go about promoting it?
Okay, so again, it's very often introspective, personal, emotional, spiritual stuff. Very real to me. I mean, music for me is therapeutic. And conceptualizing. When I started this whole project with Keep on the Line, I wanted to be a concept album. So, and for even further than that, I wanted to do a trilogy. I like progressive rock bands and all types of shit in my life, and I always admire like artists and bands that did trilogies, even like cinema. I was like, how dope would it be to do like concept albums and do a trilogy? So that was in the back of my mind. And then Keep on the Line, yeah, it's played off like a whole concept album. So the first song is called Where I'm Going, which is confusion, options. And then it would go to like Say What, Can't Keep on the Line. There's 3 songs that are kind of representative of darkness, depression, all that. And then it goes to like On a Mission. That's like the taking control of your life, and it progresses like that, and it goes to the last song. Um, I'm blanking right now. Anyway, the last song is about like just happiness. So the first song was like confusion, depression, transitioning, taking control of your life, and happiness. Uh, so that was the whole concept of keep on the line. Um, so yeah, it played out like that. It was, as far as my solo stuff, it was my darkest stuff because I was at that place also in my life, and I very much with that project and that solo stuff needed to reaffirm my happiness and propulse it with that album in particular. As far as promotion, I mean, I just have I'm a independent artist. I'm not on a label, but I have a distribution everywhere, and that's what was most important for me. I did a little bit of shows with Keep on the Line. I would just do kind of the simple rapper thing, so it was like beats on CDs or MP3. I would go to activism kind of stuff, art galleries, whatever. It was again very artsy. Uh, and yeah, that was also in the years of fucking the whole student manifestations and all that. So I participated in that too. Um yeah. So I mean, not big promo because I suck in promo. I never found the guy, but at least it's fucking available, you know. And then I did 2 videos for that album too. I did Where I'm Going with J Manifest. J Manifest does most of my videos as a director, and he's a rapper too. I did some stuff with him, and I did another video from Keep on the Line. So Keep on the Line was my uncle, which a little bit was my dark muse of this project. Like me going through some depressive issues, my uncle, which I really admire, he was at this point in his 50s, was diagnosed bipolar, and like totally fell off. You know, like he didn't do, he was you know, attempted suicides. He was committed, in and out, and very much depressed. And he's a francophone, and he always liked me a lot because I never judged him, and I was always cool with him. And he doesn't really know how to talk in English and all that, but or to express himself, would I say? But one day he told me this thing, keep on the line, you know. And it was kind of just weird the way he said it because he doesn't. I guess it meant something to him, and I didn't really. For me, when he said that, I remember like operators on the phone, and they were like, "Okay, keep on the line. We're gonna put you to the next transfer you." And I was like, "Oh, what does he mean by keep on the line?" And then I got it. There was kind of like stay balanced, you know, stay balanced and follow your own path, kind of thing, you know. I understood that's what he wanted to express to, but the way he phrased it and keep on the line, I thought it was powerful, and it was kind of my motto inspired by him that he gave me as a gift. And one of my last songs with Drop of a Dime was called Archetype, and that song was inspired by my uncle Andre too, and that was like a biblical song that was talking about his fantasies, that he's an archetype, an archangel, because a lot of time like bipolars, they'll confuse reality with their own beliefs and or catalysm or anything else. And so Archetype became kind of like the transition to my solo thing and keep on the line, you know. And to see my uncle kind of degrade mentally inspired me to push myself and to be happy, and it became even more powerful to make this album and to make it not only for myself, but hopefully I could touch people and inspire them, you know, if they were going through similar issues. And the last song on that album was actually called Beautiful, and it was super fucking happy and poppy and cheesy, but it had to be that way because that's the album. That was Keep on the Line. Yeah.